It's new crew. If you're new, my name's Cassandra. Today we are doing a small Sam's Club haul, plus putting things away, gearing up for Pantry Challenge. I participate in Pantry Challenge every year. I absolutely love it. I also stocked up on a couple of these little body wash sets for Christmas for some of my younger kids. We're putting things away. This is the first time I've bought in oats from Sam's Club in bulk. Typically, I buy them from Aldi because I just hadn't been going through them very fast. But that has changed recently. We're starting to make a lot of our own granola bars and things. Obviously, you saw we're still buying some, but we're starting off by making at least some of them, which is good. Kind of learning, finding new recipes. Also, we're using them more in cookies and whatnot recently, so that's been, we just needed more. So Sam's Club it is. I also went and refilled some of my flour buckets, made sure those were empty so that I could fill my 5-gallon buckets full of fresh flour ahead of the season. My Sam's Club order came in last night, well, at least a portion of it, because I do it via shipping. It's coming in 2 separate shipments. So my first shipment came yesterday. We are going to get all of that kind of taken care of today. Obviously, we already refilled our oats and our flour buckets. I'm going to carry my now empty flour bucket downstairs so that I can refill it with the new flour that is coming. I am gearing up for Pantry Challenge, so I'm trying to make sure that my oats, my flours, my sugars, my basic necessities are stocked and filled. So that's kind of what part of this grocery haul was this month, and I really needed to restock it because it was getting dangerously low. So that's what we're doing today. We're restocking the pantry with staples and basics and putting away the Sam's Club order while we wait for the second half of the Sam's Club order to come so we can do it with that portion too.
Mom, like that.
I got some drinks that I've never gotten before, but I got 2 packs of them. It's these sparkling ice water things. One, it's the holidays. We want to have some fun treats. Number 2 is my brother is military and he's coming home and he always stays with us for a little while. So I like to have extra drinks for when he's here. And like I said, it's the holidays. It's just like a special little treat to have throughout the month. But we tried them last night. My husband's not a huge fan. Everybody else seemed to like them, so that's good. I'm excited about them. They were on rollback, or not rollback, instant savings because Sam's Club. So I figured now's the time to try them. I got the pack of, there's 24 in here, and I think it was like 11 bucks or something, and normally they're like, oh, pretty close to 30 or something. It was a ridiculous deal. So I got 2 of them to try, and I'm really happy I did. I just bought this pineapple literally like yesterday, I think. No, the day before. I chopped it up to put it in the fridge for the kids, and it's already not looking very great. It's still good, don't get me wrong, but I'm thinking by tomorrow or the next day it's not gonna be that great. So I am gonna put it in a freezer Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna put it in the freezer. We will use this for smoothies upon occasion, homemade popsicles, things like that. Maybe possibly on homemade pizza. I have a child who upon occasion enjoys a pineapple and ham pizza, so I could can this, but honestly I just don't feel the need to do that right now. So we're just gonna put it in the freezer and use it for smoothies and whatnot. While I was out in the freezer, I saw this bread loaf that I have. I don't have any bread right now. I forgot to feed my sourdough this morning, so I'm gonna get this rising in a bread pan. That way I have a loaf of bread for the kids if they do choose to have that for like breakfast or something. I don't know what I'm doing for dinner tonight yet, so a fresh loaf of bread might be helpful. This is why I love having stuff like this prepped in the freezer to just pull out when I need it. I do have some whole already baked sourdough loaves I could pull out too. But for now, I think this will work just fine. And a lot of the times if I'm just doing bread products, I'll save these bags and just rinse them out and reload them with more bread products. So I'm actually just gonna put this right in the oven with my oven light on, let it rise all day, and then before I go to bed tonight, it should be ready to bake and we'll be good to go. Feels so good to be in the kitchen right now. I spent all morning getting my house back together, been running errands all week and processing a bunch of deer that Joe got over the weekend. So today is my first day that I don't have anything else to do. My house is pulled back together because I spent that time this morning doing that. So while I'm waiting for my washer dryer to go, my dishwasher to go, I'm gonna make a quick batch of grape jelly. I've been wanting to do this because I want to have grape jelly to put into my Christmas baskets for friends, family with some sourdough bread and things. And I have all the stuff to do it. I've made sure that I have all the stuff to do it. So today's the day. I'm gonna go downstairs, grab my grape juice, my pectin. Also shout out to you guys that talked to me about the low sugar pectin. I did pick some of that up, so we're gonna give that a go today. I'm using the recipe on page 108 out of the Ball Home Preservations cookbook. It's just the easy grape jelly recipe that we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go downstairs, do some shopping, grab all of my equipment, and get all of this going today while I'm waiting for all of my modern machines to get caught up so that I can unload and reload some things. And then later this afternoon, we're gonna have some laundry to put away. But for now, I'm gonna do some fun things in the kitchen. I went down with my mother-in-law yesterday because they were helping us process out some of that deer because my father-in-law got one as well, so we just did it all together. She gave me a whole bag of bananas here. I'm trying to determine if I want to make a batch of banana bread or banana muffins, or if I'm just going to throw those in the freezer. I'm not sure yet today. We're gonna see how the day plays out, but let's get some jam going. Food storage is looking crazy right now. I feel like I always say that, but your optimal space to store things properly, because there's no proper place to really put things, it just constantly ends up crazy. That's just how I feel. I might be wrong about that, but that's definitely my feelings on the inside. But it could just be that I'm terrible at actually putting things away. So I guess that's one person's opinion. The other part about this is that I put things in all sorts of different spots and then they get lost. I located my pile of goodies. So these are my jars and my pectin that you guys told me about. Now I just need to find the actual juice bottle, which is somewhere. Is this that? No, that's sugar. Oh, but I'm gonna need that too. I really need to take some time to get this pulled together before Pantry Challenge starts, or this is gonna be quite the doozy. Hey, grab it.
I want, Mom.
Okay, you got it. While I was waiting for my juice to kind of come up to heat, get really warm, I went downstairs and filled up those flour buckets full of flour. I tried the Members Mark brand of flours recently. I like them. I don't really have anything negative to say about them, so there's that. I've gotten their all-purpose and their bread and pizza flour, or whatever they call it. It's basically just bread flour. I like that too. So I think I'll buy them like that from now on. I think they're a little bit cheaper that way, the Members Mark brand. I don't know. I don't really have a strong opinion on anything on them. So that means that they can't be really any different than what I was previously using. Here is how I get a lot of my canning done with my babies. I've had this little baby seat since, I don't know, 2017-ish. And most of my babies have sat in this seat, 4 of them to be exact. And I absolutely love it. I love it because I can carry them around with me very easily in this seat to kind of move them from location to location. And they really like it because I can have them right up on the counter. I can talk to them. We're still eye level. It works really well. So that's how I get a lot of my canning done when I have babies. I've mentioned this before, but my babies do not really like to be worn. They're very wiggly and they don't really like to feel constricted in the wrap. So I don't really wear them much at all. I also went ahead and got my sourdough fed so that we could start with some bread in the next day. Pulled out some stuffing meatballs for dinner tonight. I am realizing I'm not gonna have time to make muffins. I am realizing I am just not gonna have time today to make muffins because I have all of this venison here. I have venison here from 2 Deers my husband got on Sunday. Today's Wednesday. It needs to be cut up, packaged, put in the freezer. So what I'm going to do with these, as you can see here, like all this white stuff, this is all like lard, little, like, it's just not great. You want to cut it all off. So I'm going to take all that off of the meat right now, which is something I never do before I put it in the freezer. So it's going to be a gift to myself for later. I'm going to save this little bit of backstrap here. I'm going to cook this up for myself tonight with the stuffing meatballs that I pulled out of the freezer. I need to get some of this meat rinsed because it looks a little yucky, and I'm going to repackage, put in the freezer. This is more important than banana muffins, so one of 2 things will happen. Either I'll put the bananas in the freezer as is, or I'm not going to have time to make muffins tomorrow because all 3 of my kids have Christmas concerts tomorrow, and all 3 of them are at different times. So I'm going to be at the school pretty much all day tomorrow, so I'm not going to have time to make muffins. Friday is my day to pull my house together. I have to make cutout cookies because I host a gingerbread and cookie making day with my nieces and nephews every year. I was gonna say once a year, but every year before Christmas, we're doing that on Sunday so that everybody has fresh cookies for Santa, yeah. And so Friday is my prep day for that. Obviously Saturday, we're doing gingerbread houses and cookies. And then it's like all hands on deck. I have to get Christmas presents wrapped. We all know how it gets the closer it gets to Christmas. So we're about a week out now. So now it is like go time. So have to take care of this. Banana muffins are just gonna have to wait. Most of our venison ended up in the freezer already. We took 4 deer in total for venison sausage and venison kielbasa. We're also getting some hot sticks back, which are basically just like almost like little beef jerky sticks. You guys will see those when I do a freezer tour. I want to do a pantry tour and freezer tours before Pantry Challenge starts. That way we have a really good before and after kind of visual of how much we use during Pantry Challenge, and it'll be really nice for me to go back to check on those things after Pantry Challenge is done. And of course, here is our beautiful jam. I'm just remembering Joe rendered down a bunch of tallow, not tallow, this is not tallow, this is bone marrow. Joe got some beef bones from a local deli counter, cooked the bones down, we got the marrow in here, and I'm gonna whip this. It'd help if I plugged in my KitchenAid, but I'm going to whip this. It's been in the fridge for a day or so because by the time we pulled them out of the oven it was super late at night. I think these need to be warm now that I'm actually thinking about this. Okay, so I'm going to heat this back up in my microwave, and I'm gonna whip this up, and then Juniper will eat this over the next couple of days. So Joe's been wanting me to do this over the last couple of days. I was just so busy. So if we're doing things in the kitchen, today's the day to do it. So we're gonna heat it up, get it whipped. From what I understand, you just put it in the KitchenAid and whip it until it's like frothy almost. Almost like a butter texture, and then you can feed it to the baby, and it's like stupendous for them. So let's get that whipped. It looks like we're 100% seal rate on this, which is fantastic. Love it when that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which I think leaves 2 or 3 of these on the shelf for my family, and the rest of these are gonna go away as holiday gifts, with a mixture of other jams that we have already on the shelf for friends and family. I'm gonna do a mix and match kind of deal. So we have apple jelly, apple butter, strawberry jelly, some Christmas jam, some strawberry rhubarb jam. So everyone's gonna get a little bit of a different mix in their baskets. With a thing of sourdough bread, I really wanted to give out homemade chapsticks and homemade like whipped butter that had a bunch of infused oils that I made with herbs and things from the orchard, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get those done before the holidays. I might if I really push it, but we're gonna have to wait and see. But I might be able to do it maybe Christmas Eve with my older girls, because they wanted to be able to do that too, to like make chapsticks and things. So maybe we'll do that Christmas Eve with the kids and they'll want to help, but we're cutting it awfully close at this point.